In this video, we're going to reflect and describe reflections in horizontal or vertical lines, and then move on to in the line y equals x or y equals minus x. And we'll have a go at these 4 examples. Before we do, however, and we're going to look at some key points when reflecting. You need to draw the mirror line if it's not already there, and we're going to just see to the right for the most common lines. A vertical line cuts the x-axis at, this one here cuts the x-axis at -3, so that line's called x equals -3. This green horizontal line cuts the y-axis at 5, so it's called y equals 5. So that would indicate or show you examples of vertical and horizontal lines. The other 2 common ones are if you've got a positive gradient, and it's just going one right, one up, one right, one up, going right at a diagonal or 45 degrees, that's called y equals x. And if it's going the opposite direction, if it's got a negative gradient, and it's called y equals minus x. You must memorize those. So once you know what the common lines are, then make sure each point on the image is the same distance from the mirror as the object point is. So for example, this one here has been reflected, and this top point is 1 from the mirror line, and this one here is also 1 from the mirror line. Okay, let's get stuck in. We have to reflect shape A in the line y equals 3, and we'll label that B. So the line y equals 3, it will be a horizontal line which will cut the y-axis at 3. So I've drawn that in blue, that's y equals 3. We then, instead of considering the whole shape, just consider one of the points. So I'm going to consider this point here. And if I was going directly to the mirror line, the shortest distance to the mirror line is just 1, a distance of 1. So I would continue in that direction and go 1 more on the other side. Okay? So this point here is 1 away from the mirror line, and we'll go 1 to the other side, and that's where the new point will be. We'll then take another point. Let's choose this right angle. If we go shortest distance to the mirror line is 1, and then go the same direction on the other side, and it would be here. And then finally the top point, it is a distance of 1, 2 away from the mirror line, and if we continue in the same direction, 1, 2, it is at the bottom right here. And then once you've got your 3 points, you can join that up with a straight line. Or I should have said lines, that's what you get. Okay, on to, I've got to label that B. Okay, the next question says reflect B in the line y equals minus x and label C. So y equals minus x, if you can remember, was a diagonal line, and it's minus x, so it has a negative gradient. So that means it's going to go downhill, so to speak, like so. Now if you draw your line slightly off and doesn't go through the corners, that will make an effect, or have an effect, on your reflection, because the distances will be slightly off. So it's important that, as you can see here, my line has got a perfect gradient of -1. Right, now how do you go about reflecting this then? Well, you could turn your phone around, but in case you're on a desktop or something, I'm going to turn this around for you. On an exam, you should turn it around when you've got a diagonal for a give me a second. When you've got, get there we go. When there's a diagonal for the mirror line, our brain probably works better horizontally and vertically, so turn it round would be my advice. And then we're going to reflect B, which is here, along this mirror line. Now if the mirror line's here and B's here, if we take one of those points, let's zoom in a little bit, we have to go directly to the mirror line, and what I mean by that is the shortest distance. So if you are here and you're going to the mirror line, what you wouldn't do is go here, a distance of 4. The quickest way, shortest route, would be horizontally across, which is like 2 diagonals. So I would go 2 diagonals across and then continue on the other side of the mirror line 2 diagonals, and that's where the new point is. Pick another point, the yellow one. It is 1 diagonal and another half, so 1.5 diagonals. And if we go half, 1.5, there's where the new yellow point is. And then finally, the red one. It is 1, 2, 3 diagonals. So keep going in the same direction. 1, 2, 3 diagonals. And we get a point here. And then same again, you just join those 3 lines up. Sorry, 3 points up with straight lines. There we go, and we label that one C. I've made a mess of my page. Oh, don't know how that's going to work for this next one. We have to reflect C. I can just see it enough there. It says the line x equals 1. So we'll need another regrets now. Maybe this will work. Yep, it actually does. That's fine. Great. Okay, we're going to turn that one round again then. Now C will be in a funny place, but anyway. Okay, so we're going to reflect C in the line x equals 1. So we've got to draw that line x equals 1. That cuts the x-axis at 1, so it's a vertical line through through 1, like so. Maybe I'll draw it. You can't see what I've done there, but I'll do that again. So vertical line through x equals 1. And we're going to reflect C, this one here, in that line. So that's zoom in. So if we take that yellow point and we go straight to the mirror line, shortest distance it's 2, and we go to the other side. This one's actually easier than the previous. And the green point is 1, 2, 3 from the mirror line, so we go 1, 2, 3 on the other side. And the bottom point is 1, 2, 3 from the mirror line, same direction, 1, 2, 3, which is here. And we join that up with straight lines, like so, and we'll label that one D. And finally, the last one is to reflect D, which I've just drawn, in the line y equals x. So we've already drawn this one here, was a diagonal y equals minus x. Y equals x is just going to be same idea. It'll have a diagonal, but it will be going uphill if you go from left to right, like so. So let me just adjust. That's not perfect. If you do a line like that, that will cause an issue. You see it goes through some of the corners, but not all of them. So just adjusting this to make sure it goes through every single corner. And by corner, I mean like these here parts of the grid. Okay, I'm going to reflect D in this line here. So to do that, I'm going to rotate around this. Do it over here. Okay. So I've got my mirror line y equals x. I've got it vertical. And then I've got my D is here. So I've got to go all the way that mirror line. And this is actually a good guideline here. If I take this red point, if I'm going straight to the mirror line, the quickest, shortest route is along that black line there, a distance of 1, 2, 3, 4. So do the same on the other side, 1, 2, 3, 4. So the red point is here. The yellow point, straight to the mirror line, shortest route, 1, 2 and a half, 1 and a half, 2 and a half is there. Okay, shortest distance for the green one, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 in the same direction, which is here. And then we join that 3 points with straight lines, like so, and then we label that one E. Now they might not all be the right shape round because I've rotated it, but when you turn it back it should all look okay. And that's the finalised answers. Apologies for the E and the C a wee bit rotated. So remember, equal distance from the mirror line, and make sure you go shortest distance to the mirror line when you are doing that.